Hello, and it's great to have you here for our final Big Brother's Big Mouth. With me as ever is my very own tame booby. There we are. She's going to do all the squawking tonight, I fear. And joining us tonight, we have Soccer AM presenter and poker millionaires, Helen's Hells Bells Chamberlain. And we'll agree on one thing, we all hate Australians. And here's another one polluting our screens, comedian Jim Jeffries. Now, for the first 3 nights, I've had to put up with the most stupid, useless, moronic audiences ever. They've been terrible. So, at last, I'm revolting. I know you'll all think that anyway, but not so cretinous as this lot, the worst I've ever had, the audiences. You're unworthy of my intellect, dears.
We'll hear from them later, but we also want your views, so please phone us, text us or email us your eyepieces and messages via the website.
And, well, what a night we've had. Laura's been evicted, so there's space at last in the bedroom. And Davina had some exciting news for the remaining housemates.
If Chanel stays, everything has failed.
Tommy M staying. It's absolutely backfired on him big time.
With Chanel gone, it will leave me free to start doing what I want to do.
Because it's me that's going tomorrow night, you stupid.
I can now reveal that the 4th person to be evicted from the Big Brother house is... Laura!
Good news, good news.
Right, Big Brother.
Who's that?
She's fit as a ting, isn't she?
We've called this discussion Welsh Drag On and Kanga Rude Awakening. So, Hells Bells, Laura's gone. Chanel, the tot is still in. Happy day for you blondes.
Really?
Isn't it? Well, is it? Come on, tell us.
Funny enough, I hadn't really thought about it like that.
No, but you're a blonde woman and the blonde stayed in. You must be delighted.
John, that honestly hadn't really occurred to me about either of them. I actually didn't care which one of them went, don't get me wrong. I didn't dislike either of them. I didn't love either of them. I didn't think that Laura was as bad as everybody made out. I thought she was quite funny in the diary room. Felt a little bit sorry for Chanel at times. But, hey, I mean, did we really care about either of them much?
No, but the point is, Helen, you're a great poker player. Do you think Laura was putting on a real poker face when she pretended to be sorry about being evicted? Was that a poker face?
Oh, but they all do it, don't they? Their name gets read out and they all shout yes. But inside, they all go, oh, I've been rejected. It's
humiliating.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know what that's like. But, Jim, in Australia, do they have Sheilas like Laura?
No, not really. You have to wear swimsuits in Australia, is one of the big things. Well, it's an outdoor environment.
But we'll have to ask you, as sort of an outsider, how we let you in here. What's wrong with the immigration laws letting him in? It's unbelievable. Security's gone to pot. But for the Welsh vote, they're sort of the principality outside so much of the United Kingdom. Why didn't they unite to vote and save Laura?
Because I don't think a lot of the Welsh people can use a phone, is one of the big things that we should take into consideration. I actually wanted Chanel out, really, because that means I would have got to meet her. I quite she's only going to leave Ziggy and then start dating a football player like Posh, not like a Premier League player, someone 3rd division. She's not that good looking.
Posh is not a football player. Anyway, we've got to actually ask you this. Are we pleased that Laura's gone? Yes! Booby, cheap seats!
Now, what do you think about that?
I wanted Chanel to go. I really wanted to see if Ziggy would walk. Really.
Yeah.
He's just BSing. He's not going nowhere.
And do you agree?
Not really. Yeah, I do actually.
And how do you feel about that?
Okay, I was angry that Laura did go, but then again, it'd be a good thing to see Ziggy flirting with the new girl in there to see Chanel's space would just be a good thing to see.
Right, who's sorry that Chanel was not evicted? Anybody here? Yeah. What did you think? Come on.
I'm a bit sorry Chanel's not evicted. It'll be interesting to see her leave the house to see what Ziggy exactly would he would do.
But is he gutted because of that?
Of course he. Did you see his face when she stayed in? He was like totally gutted, like after another week with Chanel. Yeah, he wanted her out so he could start contacting other girls and thinking
yeah,
he's
but
win,
you saw we'll come later when he saw Pooh, and with Pooh, the Australian girl, he really thinks he's in with a chance. Now, BB, come on here. What about your emails? Come on, email woman.
Right, we've got one here. First one's from Emma, who says Chanel just isn't interesting. Laura's lovely and funny, not a bit false, and it's just such a shame.
Well, what show has she been running? Anybody think Laura's funny? Anyone, any Laura supporter?
Laura wastes of space. I mean, you can't get through.
Well, a lot of space she wastes, doesn't she? Yeah.
It's just like a lump of lard laying there. You can't get through the programme just on that.
They actually said on the show, half the hours, over 800 hours, she's been in bed.
Exactly.
Well, that's extraordinary. Do you know any women like that?
No.
Well,
she's by herself.
There we are. Anyway, so that's what we think of Laura here. So, Jim, Big Brother's twist, is that the kind of Bondi Beach Sheila we need in the house?
I actually was fooled by the accent. We were sitting up in the dressing room and I went, oh, I hate it when Australians talk. We sound like such fucking idiots. And then it turned out it was a fake accent. So, no, well, it would have been good to put an actual Australian bird into the house because then we would have seen some sex because...
Are you trying to say that Helen isn't sexy? Are you trying to tell me that?
No, not sexy. The Australian girls are easy. I'm telling you. My dad is hooked on the Australian series because they bonked the whole way through the whole thing.
Well, we're fed up with real Australians. Getting a false one is probably the answer. But Helen, what did you think of this twist?
I've got to get my head round it first.
Yeah,
because...
it's a long time for a blonde to do that. I know that. I'm aware of that.
I just need my head round the concept of she's in there, she's not really Australian, and there's a fake eviction as well at the end of the week. So the whole week is fake. That's what we've got to remember, that everything we see is fake.
Is fake week.
Yes.
Who here thinks that the girls will be really jealous in there? Yeah. Charlie, for instance, how will she react?
Yeah. Oh, I think she'll be quite jealous because she likes to stand in front of the mirrors and having another pretty girl in the house. I think she's got competition.
And which of the boys are really going to go for Pooh? Who wants Pooh? Which of the boys?
It's going to be Liam and Ziggy as well. Yeah,
but can Ziggy dare... I'll ask you this question. And you lots of girls have had relationships. Can Ziggy dare go with for Pooh with Chanel right looking on?
I don't think he'll do that to Chanel because of the type of man that he is.
Right, come on, cheap seats, Boo.
Here we are. What did you think about that?
About Ziggy, I think Ziggy's a little bored at the moment. He needs something more exciting. He needs something new.
Yeah.
So,
fed up with Chanel.
He's totally stuck in a rut.
He certainly
and he can't get out. He can't get out.
Right. Well, before you go on, how do you fancy seeing how the housemates have reacted to the news? Pooh's not even here yet, but she's already started an argument. Let's have a look.
Why should you not raise your voice when you're arguing with me?
I was just making a statement saying how
You're
could you
very
know
moody
someone
today.
was... I'm not moody, Jerry.
Yeah. I know your friend just left, but you don't have to pick up arguments.
Jerry, I'm not making an argument. Just how could you possibly ascertain that somebody is intelligent within a snapshot of 5 minutes?
Should I explain to you why?
Tell people.
And you interrupted me. Because
I didn't
immediately...
interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you, and I don't really care
because immediately she said, oh, there is summer in England, so she knew immediately what was going on here.
Well, then she can't be intelligent, because there's no summer here.
Well, it's nice to see Nikki angry for a change, but Booby, I told you we should have gone ex-directory. There have been a load of nutters on the phone again. It's the mouthpiece! The mouthpiece! Get the mouthpiece!
Again next week, Big Brother, withdraw Chanel and Ziggy's nominations of her, because they will nominate her, because they should be punished for covering the microphones up. Thank you. Keep Charlie in. Bye.
We don't want to see Jerry mopping the fucking floor. Show us the crowd out in the caravan drinking and talking. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
Knock. Is there anybody at home? Chanel lights on, but there doesn't seem to be anybody there. She seems to believe everything that Ziggy tells her. Good God, she's giving Victoria and all the posher likes a bad name.
I think John McCraddock should ask to get one of Carol's bras to wear so that his nipples don't stick out as much on the show.
Well, Bobby, Copper is clearly the star. Copper. Good dog, good little boy. You good boy.
And remember, if you want to get on the mouthpiece or the eyepiece, then send your messages via our website at channel4.com/
Don't encourage her.
BBBM. Or alternatively, you can send your eyepiece videos directly to us from your mobile phone by texting them to 07730 444 Text costs your standard network MMS rate.
Actually fantastic, the movie, but out there, out of all the morons here, even this one can do it. God, you're better than all the rest of them. So let's take a time out, and don't you even think about switching over to TV's naughtiest blunders. It's time on Big Brother's Big Mouth for time out! Time out! Time out! Time out! And great to have you back inside Big Brother's Big Mouth. Still with me are Helen Hells Bells Chamberlain, Aussie Rules Jim Jeffries, my wife the Booby, our dog Copper, and this abysmal excuse for an audience. Unfortunately, we'll be hearing from this lot again shortly, but first, did you happen to see Nikki getting all upset in the caravan earlier? Heaven knows what that was all about.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck's sake.
You know, I can't believe she turned me down. But Booby, don't worry, you're the only one for me. I've got to say it to the Booby, haven't I? So she really does against Anyway, it's been rather an eventful week for the Booby. She sipped sambucas with goths, enjoyed a private lap dance with male strippers. Their equipment wasn't like mine, was it, Booby? No, we agree on that. And beat up a cage fighter. However, nothing could prepare her for the task I set her tonight, to face the baying Big Brother eviction mob.
So, are you shocked at Laura's eviction?
Yeah, we thought Chanel was going to go.
What's your opinion with how John's been doing with all this eviction?
He's been doing really well on BBM, Big Brother's Big Mouth. He's a fashion icon for the country.
So how do you feel about the relationship between Ziggy and Chanel?
Well, it's definitely not real. I wish you had come out tonight and then you would have seen Ziggy's real colours.
Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, totally fake.
So I didn't realise the twins were out.
Very funny.
Oh, they love you, Booby. Was that frightening out there, Booby?
Please don't make me go out there again.
Well, I certainly won't. But right, listen up, you riffraff. Things aren't quite as they seem within the Big Brother house. In fact, it may surprise you to know that they are all evil geniuses with cunning game plans. What, even Brian the Brain?
The following gameplay took place on Big Brother.
It's like getting really like game playing type thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to do what Ziggy done at first, try and play the sweet guy.
I sort of see a little bit of a sleazy side to him.
And Nikki doesn't like Charlie.
Of course he doesn't.
Yeah.
I can
and the
you can
fact
tell.
is that she'd rather have her as a friend than not as a friend.
It cannot be possible for two 19-year-olds to be so fucking naive.
I thought the twins were like really nice girls.
They're not who you think they are. I hate to see you upset, and I'm not. You may think I'm argumentative, but I'm not a crude bitch. Like Chanel, I really can't stand her. Well, she's got shit in her eyes, isn't she?
You've been a bitch with Chanel all this
And
time,
so what,
and you
Brian?
are a snake.
It's the Charlie show, isn't it, as usual?
Why would you come in this house and pretend to be somebody that you're not?
How am I pretending I'm not being something I'm not? He's now bought tobacco.
Yeah.
He's going to get him with the smokers.
Yeah.
Because he's preparing himself for Chanel to go, so he
Yeah.
can get in that group.
Game is on.
Now, we've called this discussion, are they all on the game plan? So if we ask you, Hells Bells, going in the house, do they all have to have a game plan to try and win?
I think no, because I think it's human nature to be bitchy. As soon as I've left this studio, John, I'm going to be talking about you all the way home. Those trousers, that hat...
I know that's all you can ever think about getting to bed with me. We know all about that. But hell's bells, we have to ask, are women, all women, as devious as they appear in the house? They're a lot there. Are they really?
Yeah.
Are you all devious?
Well, no, but the people who are in the house have been chosen because that's what they're like.
Yeah.
They don't all have game plans because I hate to say it, because I'm a lover, not a hater, but they are all too damn thick to have any kind of game plans.
Oh.
They are stupid, those people.
Well, some of them are, yeah. Some of them, they're going to pick up 100 grand, not as much as you win at the poker, of course. But nevertheless, I have to ask you, Jim, are the Australian girls, would they have game plans? Are they schemers? Are they devious?
Well, Australian women are devious, but I'm not going to narrow that down to Australian women. Women are devious, full stop. That's the whole thing. But men are bastards as well. Like that. Don't get me in.
No, speak for himself! No, speak for himself!
Oh, come on, John, you're a complete prick. Now...
Oh, no. A very large one, but there, I'll carry on.
But like Brian not knowing who Shakespeare is, right? Even Australian people know who Shakespeare is. That's a fake. He's doing that because he knows how Jade Goody got on by talking about stuff about East Anglia and all that type of stuff. He's playing the stupid card.
Yeah, but you remember that, and Romeo isn't so solid crew and all that. We remember all that. But let's ask you, the audience, about the twins. Those dippy twins. Surely you can't believe they've got a game plan. Have they, Booby? Ask them. Cheap seats, cheap seats.
Do you think they've got a game plan, the twins?
I don't think they've got any game plan. I think they're brainless, but they're boring, so who cares?
Do you agree? They're very naive. They are nice, but I don't know, possibly a twin contract.
I think we'll ask you why people are suspicious of the twins, but your views are worthless. The dog here. Come on, Copper. What do you think of the twins, Copper? Oh, he's wagging his tail. He likes the twins, right? But seriously, do we think the twins are bright enough to have a game plan?
Yes. Yeah, I reckon they are. They definitely are. They're not as dumb as they look, even though they are blonde. They're not as dumb as
But talk about game plans. That Ziggy must have a game plan. Started smoking again. He gets in that clique that smokes.
No, I'm not sure that Ziggy's got a game.
Actually, I like the odd cigar, so what's wrong with that?
He's always smoked.
He's trying to do anything he can to get Chanel to do the dumping rather than him do it.
Will he go with poo? That's the big question. Will he go with poo?
There's another one here, another one here.
Cheap seats.
I don't know if it's a game plan, but with Charlie, she's very argumentative, but at the same time, we love to hate her.
Only very argumentative. Do you know a woman like Charlie? Do you know one? What would you do if Charlie came crawling up to you? What would you do? Come on.
Put her out there. There you are. Not interested.
Booby, email. Come on, get on with the email.
Right, we've got an email here from Matt, who says, God, them twins are annoying me already. They're completely fake. Yes. We'll love it when only one of them is left on the house on their own. Can't wait.
So, Helen, let's ask you, what would happen if the twins were separated, and should we try and split them?
Nothing would happen. Nothing at all would happen. They would still, the one that was remaining would see something pink and go, That's it.
Are they the kind of girls who give you blondes an even worse name than you got?
I mean, they're innocent, they're very sweet, they're very harmless, they're very thick. You know, we shouldn't celebrate so much stupidity. We should be wanting to take them out and educate them.
I have to ask you, Jim. I have to ask you, you love Australian rules football, that sort of thing. I'm a Newcastle United supporter. Yeah. Is Liam, the Geordie tree worshipper and the tree surgeon, is he as nice as he appears?
I think he's a lovely bloke, Liam. I think he's well, just on the twins, though, I want them to stay together. I want them to be evicted together so they can do their zoo shoot at the same time. That's what I'm really up for.
You know a Charlie?
I do, yes. Lives on my road. I won't say her name, but she's just like her.
Just as God, keep out of that road. The two of them you want to keep away from. OK, let's go back to the house to see how Laura's eviction and the imminent poo has affected the housemates.
I mean, I think Liam was really gutted and was really hurt and upset, shocked. Yeah. I don't know what his feelings for her were. But as soon as he saw this young lady...
Did you see him? A smile from here to here is just so good.
Come on, let's ask us all, are we all excited by Fake Week that's coming up? I think the house needs something like that. The house definitely needs it.
I mean, it's as simple as this. The woman who's going in, anything to do with balls of steel, she's going to cause havoc in that house.
Yeah.
And she's going to cause a lot.
Do you fancy Pooh?
Very much so, very much
Well,
so.
she would never fancy you, dear, that's absolutely certain. So, will Pooh be rumbled? Will she be...
No way! The accent won't last. She won't
Pooh be rumbled?
Yeah, she won't be able to keep an Australian accent for a week.
She will.
No.
Balls of steel.
Will she be rumbled?
I'm not sure.
Come on, you He-Man.
She's going to get Ziggy big time, mate.
She's going to get Ziggy big time.
Everybody loves her.
So that's what we're actually thinking about, what's going to happen as far as we're saying here. But that's all from me, the blessed Booby. Where's my Booby? Come here, Booby. And the chat forum icon Copper. A big thank you to all our guests, the poker-faced Hellsbells Chamberlain, Ozzy Jim of Jeffries, and we'll grab those ashes back in 2009 on our turf. And to this grotty lot, the worst audience ever to have disgraced our screens. No! You're hopeless, I know the lot of you. John Dermott for Little Brother on Sunday at 12:45, and your new Big Brother host Dan Wright and Steve Marsh Tuesday at 10 a.m. on Channel 4. And remember, when I'm cremated, the fat really will be in the fire. Say good night, Ruby.
We're the Dilemma models. We can't believe Laura's gone.
Get Chanel out.
This is Tiffany.
This is Sir Anthony.
We want Brian to win. Hi, I'm Richie. And I'm Lee. And we can't wait to see Dan and Steve next week.
Everyone from Cage Rage thinks you should vote out John Booby. But Copper is the nuts.